Hello and welcome into the latest edition of ESPN FC. Kay Murray and Alejandro Moreno here in the studio. La Liga is underway. In fact, this man is off to Spain tomorrow to see Real Madrid and Barcelona's opening games. But tomorrow we'll get to see Atleti against Malaga. This is all very interesting because of the speculation surrounding the future of Julian Alvarez right now. It's something that Diego Simeone addressed today in the presser.
Bueno, creo que si el dueño del club tajantemente habla de la manera en cual habló, creo que no hay más. Esto es como cuando vas en los juicios, no hay lugar. Así que creo que está más que claro lo que expresó, y desde ese lugar nosotros nos comportamos desde lo deportivo, intentando cuidar a la persona, cuidar al jugador, esperar que esté en las condiciones que nosotros entendemos para que él siga cuidando el nombre que tiene y el futbolista que es y lo que nos dio. Así que entendemos que este partido no lo vemos en esas condiciones para poder jugar o participar, y espero que en estos 4 días ya evolucionemos un poco más y bueno, y estemos más cerca de lo que queremos.
Oh, this is all very interesting. Frank Leboeuf and Alex Kirkland joining us now. Alex, we've heard about these face-to-face talks between Julian Alvarez and Diego Simeone. We know that he's been Barcelona's main target this summer, but it would appear that he's not going anywhere right now.
Yeah, Simeone's saying the situation is crystal clear. I'm not sure it is. It doesn't feel crystal clear to me. And to be honest, Atletico's kind of whole project this season doesn't feel clear to me either, because, in part, because of this uncertainty about Julian. I think until the window's closed, whatever Simeone says, we won't feel absolutely sure that Julian is staying. It's true. The club CEO came out and said, we won't sell him, not even for 200 million euros. As you say, Simeone and Julian spoke before training last week and tried to clear the air, basically. Julian's still saying, I want to go. Simeone saying, as long as he's one of my players, I'll treat you the same. I'm not going to leave you out, anything like that. And Simeone saying today, again, he's our best player. He's our best attacking player. I want to build a team around him. I don't want him to leave. But it's difficult, and it's an awkward situation because Julian Alvarez made his position very, very clear in public during the World Cup, saying he wants to go. He's not going to be involved in this game against Malaga on Wednesday. He's going to avoid the judgment of the Atletico crowd and the fans in that game, but he can't avoid that for long. And the fans, I think, understandably, aren't best pleased about one of their sort of franchise players saying that he wants to join Barcelona. So, like I say, Simeone says it's crystal clear. It doesn't necessarily feel that way to me.
Yeah, one thing that feels crystal clear, because he's actually said it, is that Julian Alvarez wants to go to Barcelona and doesn't want to stay at Atleti.
You know, when our beloved colleague, Stephen Nicol, is cleaning his glasses all the time, right? He does this, we're just kind of peeling back the curtain. He does this ahead of every show. The reason he does this is because whatever he's seeing through his glasses is certainly not crystal clear. I'm only saying this to paint the picture that whatever Simeone is considering to be crystal clear is the equivalent of Stephen Nicol's glasses. It's not clear. You can't really see through it. I think the situation is only going to get more complex. It's going to get more complicated for both Simeone, the player, the club president, club owner, all of it. Everybody is going to have a difficult time here because Julian Alvarez has already played his cards. He's already said his part. And so the fans' reaction, and Alex just mentioned that, is going to be one of negativity, and understandably so. But do you think that's going to make Julian Alvarez want to stay? Do you think that he's going to be like, oh, you know what, I really enjoy being booed all the time at my home stadium. Let's stay here. This is fun. No, that's only going to make the situation, again, more difficult to deal with. It's going to be a daily conversation. It's going to be a daily question. It's going to be a daily thing for everybody involved. And eventually that pushes you to an outcome. And the outcome would be for Julian Alvarez to be leaving Atletico Madrid. But the one big thing that everybody has to deal with, whether they like it or not, is that there's a contract in place. And when there's a contract in place, I guess Atletico Madrid can take the position of saying, you're not going anywhere, Julian Alvarez. Even if you're happy, unhappy, we don't care. You're playing for us.
It's not great, though, is it, Frank, when you've got an unhappy player having to play for you and not wanting to be there?
Oh, of course. It's even worse than that. And you all know that if a player wants to go, you have to let him go. because he might not be the player that you have known. He might put some mess in the dressing room by his attitude, and he will never give what you expect him to give, or I've seen him given. So it's a one-way traffic. Let him go, because it's not going to work. For Julian Alvarez, even if he stays, we had the experience of Griezmann going to Barcelona, not working very well, and going back, being booed, and finishing as a legend of Atletico Madrid. So maybe it's some light at the end of the tunnel for Julian Alvarez if he has to stay. But clearly, what is crystal clear for me, is Alvarez has to go. Otherwise, you won't have the Alvarez that you used to have, and it won't be effective, and you're going to waste money that you could have gotten with the transfer.
Yeah.